Hello, Facebook ads people. I'm Konstantinos, and this is the Facebook ads breaking news podcast. Hello, guys. Welcome to another podcast. I can tell you that it's going to be a very interesting podcast, so I think that you should listen to this. Whoever is new and you came because of the title and the thumb after all of the things that happened on Reddit, welcome, and I will explain everything, I guess. So let's go a little bit to see what we're going to discuss today. First of all, we're going to discuss a little bit about the results, how they are right now. Of course, we're going to discuss about Reddit. Some things that I want to say about a new strategy that I have with 50% budget cap on Advanced Plus campaigns, which is retargeting, but we will discuss it then. Then we're going to discuss some tweets that I have seen, which are pretty interesting. One stupid product that I want to just comment on. We have some of your comments, things like if you have to connect your Google Analytics with Meta for their performance. More tweets. We do have also some more of your questions from the group. We have different in Advanced Plus campaigns or Advanced Plus audience, we have different potential reach to audiences when you're using Advanced Plus shopping, and we have different potential reach when you use normal campaigns. So this is something else that we're going to discuss. And then we have all of your questions again, as always, that we're going to cover. Most probably it's going to be a big podcast because I want to say several things on the Reddit topic. Before we go on the Reddit topic, which is the main topic that I want to discuss today, I would like to say some things about the performance. The performance started really well at the start of the month. Right now we're on the 11th. I think, yes, we're on the 11th of July. The thing is that we were having really good results, accounts were scaling, and now I'm seeing some resistance, not having bad results, just being stable, okay? So I have the feeling that right now their accounts are stable, and I feel like I'm just managing and I'm just controlling my spend right now until I have again the possibility of scaling. If you're new to my podcast and to my YouTube channel, I'm not the kind of guy who is going to convince you that I have a very good strategy that is going to help you scale super fast and all of that. Our philosophy is completely different. And of course, you have to see many of my videos in order to understand how it goes. Before we go to, so for all of you that you know what we're talking about, just hold a little bit right now in terms of doing new ads, and just try to maintain your spends and the ROAS, because right now it looks like we are, on a maintain period until we can push again. At least that's what I'm seeing across my accounts. Now, let's go to Reddit. I think that everything has started from one post that went viral. This post is from one of my friends and students for the past 1.5 years, 2 years, because he's a freelancer and we are still talking for many of his accounts. His name is Michael, okay? It's a profile here on this print screen that you can see. It's called Digital Ad Guide. So this is thing number one. Michael has been taught by me and I'm his mentor, let's say, to Facebook ads. And of course, he's following the things because he believes in it and he has seen that he has good results with all of these things. Then he posted this case study of his on how he scaled the business and all of that. And we had a comment from, his name is Wonderful Narwhal, something like that. And he just says, this whole post is just a ripoff of Konstantinos Liaridis, right down to scaling things, hot pockets, and the crazy method. None of this is your own work. You're just a fraud. Now, on the other post that we have, after that we had another post which came, and it was talking about hey guys, I'm seeing that there's only one account over here which is promoting Konstantinos. By the way, he's not promoting me, he's just quoting me in some things and says that this is where I have seen it. And people are asking if this is legit, or if I'm behind Michael or something like that. I have nothing to do with Michael. Of course, he asked me if he can mention my name, if he can say that this is where I have seen this or that, and I told him that I'm totally fine with it. There are other people that they just clear copy me, and I'm not okay with them mentioning my name. But with Michael, I have no problem, because I truly believe that he's putting his own twist and his own things to all of the things that he is doing. Now, having mentorship programs and having also a YouTube channel, it means that I'm okay with people using my strategies and all of that. And even if they don't mention me, I'm okay, because I'm giving all of this for free. And of course, on the mentorship programs, I'm mentoring people on how they're going to do Facebook ads and how they're going to treat and stuff. And yes, there is a base. The hot pocket is a base that you have to believe if you have to be within my courses and within all of that, because it's one of the major things that we do. Working with many campaigns and not with consolidation, it's another thing. If you don't believe in that, most probably you're not going to hire me, or you're not going to want me to be your mentor. So that means that you're going to hear from all of these people, the hot pocket, maybe the crazy method, this or that, because these are things that we're talking every day. For us, it's a common lingo to talk about these things every day. My opinion about Michael is clear, that he's a very good freelancer. He's very good at his job. And actually, I think that you were a little bit, as you said later, toxic in terms of saying that this is not his work, because this is another account that he scaled on his own, of course, by using some of my strategies, some of his own perception and stuff. But even if you have a strategy, if you don't have a talent and perception on the things that you do on Meta, you're not going to be able to go far away. And I do believe that Michael is talented. Now, the fact that Michael is mentioning me on some of his posts and stuff, he just does it because he believes that he has to give me credit because he didn't think of that or whatever, but he thought so many other things. So saying that this whole work is just a copy, I think it's not correct and not accurate, because he put a lot of his own effort on it. Yes, the base is there, the hot pockets and all of that, but these are things that many people are actually using. And again, by me posting all of this free content, it would mean that I wouldn't be okay to share it with people. If I wouldn't be okay sharing it with people, then I shouldn't have a YouTube channel. Now, on my YouTube channel, I'm going all in, okay? I'm showing you everything. Whenever I have a great idea, I do on the podcast also. So it's not like I'm holding things for my special programs and all of that. I think that the people that they go into my programs, the Chosen 5, for example, is full, okay? There are no more spots available right now. When I'm showing things to people on the Chosen 5 and that, it's just because it's difficult to do CBO and advanced post optimization, learn how to work with average results and understand all of that. But the theory is there and it's free for everyone. Now, if someone wants to accelerate this and they want to do it faster, or they don't have the time, or they even have the money to just go through that with me and all of that, that's good for them. But even by having campaigns and working with different accounts, by watching the videos, eventually you are going to be trained. The point is when and how long it's going to take you and how many accounts you're going to have. Michael has been extensively trained for 1.5 years with me, even with his own business that he had. And I'm not behind him because simply he is taking his own leads from Reddit to work with people and all of that. And to be honest with you, I don't consider him my student anymore. He's my friend. He's just within my inner circle. He's attending the inner circle every week and all of that. He's one of my friends because he's now a freelancer, and I do consider him on the same level as me because I can make discussions with him on the same level that I can make with other friends of mine that they're freelancers. So just to close that, Michael is not doing it because he wants to promote me. Michael is doing it because he feels like he wants to mention that, yes, I've learned this from Konstantinos. Secondly, I think that Mr. Wonderful over here, you were a little bit toxic in terms of saying that this is not his work, because it's a work of his. He scaled that account. Yes, he might be used some of my theories, but he used also his own time, work, and effort on that. In the same way that you might have used something that you have seen to my YouTube channel, but nobody would say that this is a copy. I think it's a little bit excessive to make a statement like this and call him a fraud, because he clearly is not. I can reassure you of that. Now, let's see a little bit of the discussion that we had here. It says, this whole post is just a rip of Konstantinos Liridis right down to calling things hot pockets and the crazy method. None of this is your own work, you're just a fraud. Also, guys, you need to realize that for me, okay, I'm having a YouTube channel, and I believe that more and more people are going to come in the future and say some bad things about me. It's fine. But I know that there are so many more that they will tell me good things. I'm not going to be the type of guy who's going to just make Instagram posts of showing messages of gratitude, which I'm getting daily. Daily, I'm getting emails, LinkedIn, all stuff. Hey, you helped me so much, and all of that. Because I do believe that we should not flex with these kind of things, and the only thing that it gives me is a boost to continue showing things, and I just feel like I'm in the right way. Now, then he says he's my mentor and personal friend. I learned from him and share my own experience with my own accounts. How do you expect him to call hot pockets, for example? Okay, I don't know. Do you want him to use a different word? This is my own work and my own thought process, and it's in my own words. I also promote him all the time. Then he says, then you should disclose this and be upfront and credit him at the bottom of your post. We call this a hot pocket, alludes to the fact this is your work. As he would say, don't be toxic. Yeah, man, don't be toxic, relax. So not meaning to be perfect. I just feel you're not being transparent, and I can't see anywhere that you have altered his strategy to make it your own. I've got friends too that I've shared my strategies with, and they go behind my back and compete against me with my own work I figured out, and I don't appreciate it, friend or not. Okay, but you can set the boundaries with your friends, and I don't know you. By the way, I don't know any of these people that I will, except from Michael. Any other people I don't know. I was actually showing also the Reddit post that I'm going to show you in a little bit, because there's a Reddit post that it says what's your opinion about Konstantinos and all of that. And my friend Jonathan said that imagine you have orchestrated all of that, and there are people behind that they're fighting about it just for advertisement. But I can reassure you that I don't know any of these people. Or maybe I know them, but I don't know their names. Also, I would like to tell you that I'm not active on Reddit. I don't go on Reddit at all. The things that people send to me is when I read things on Reddit about me or whatever. Then he says, by the way, I don't know you, but if you share things with people and you don't want them to do it, then don't share them. But in the way that I do it with a YouTube channel, which is public, and I'm sharing everything, there are people that are going to do my things, because if they don't, why am I showing all of this? And then he says, you can think whatever you say, Konstantinos knows I made this, read the post and said it's good, and it's true. I really liked this post, and this post actually went viral, and I think that it was good. Anyway, good, I will, and he would say, I'm not frightened of you. You're nothing alike. You call people like me without people like me who have real business. You're nothing. That's true. All of us freelancers that we do Facebook ads for people, if we didn't have people that they have real businesses, e-commerce stores and all of that, we wouldn't have a job. So nobody can take that from you. I can survive without people like you, but you can survive without people like me. And if you knew anything about business rule, one is honesty is always the best policy. So don't do that at your own peril. I think you are a little bit harsh with Michael over here. he is honest and he's super honest, and he said immediately that yes, this is from where I took it. He's just not taking my strategies, altering the name. Don't you think that it would be strange, for example, if you would take my strategies and instead of calling them hot pockets, call them fire pits, and then he was going to name things differently and stuff? I would consider this a little bit, a little bit cringe, to be honest with you. So I think that the fact that he's naming things in the way that I name him is that he's acknowledging that this is coming from me. The other thing, him saying things in another way, I think it would make things even worse and cringier. But he doesn't, so I'm totally fine with it. Okay, let's go now, guys, and let's do something. I wanna read this Reddit post with you, and I'm going to read all of the comments. So there is a Reddit. There is a Reddit post. I also posted it into my group. You're going to find it under the name "What's your opinion on Konstantinos Vlieridis?" Since it's interesting, and we live in a democracy, and everybody is free to say their opinion. Of course, it's completely different with me because I'm saying my opinion with my actual name, and all of these people, they use aliases, but still, there are people here that I don't know, that they say things that I completely agree with. I will put the link of this post into the description of this podcast, so that you can go and you can check the answers, because most probably this thing is going to continue again and again. So it says, what's your opinion on Konstantinos Vlieridis? I see his name commented a lot in this subreddit, but what I have noticed is that most of the recommendations came from one account. That was a red flag for me. Any of you tried strategies recommended by Konstantinos Vlieridis? If yes, what's your take on it? Here's the link to his channel. First of all, I do believe that this post over here, it's not a negative post. He's not, the person that is posting this is not trying to do it in a bad way, because he's asking in a very polite way if somebody has used it. The fact that there's only one account that it's actually recommending me frequently and all of that. By the way, it's not only one. I have seen several other people talking about me, but anyway, let's say that Michael is saying more things about it, because he's also posting over there, okay? He's not just commenting on things, he's also posting his own experiences on Reddit. And then it says, have you tried his strategies recommended by Konstantinos? If yes, what's your take on it? And then he's also giving the link to my YouTube channel just for people to check. So I don't believe that he did something wrong. I'm totally fine with it. Let's read the first comment. I can reassure you that I'm going to read all of them. First of all, it's coming from Never Gonna Be Fat, which is the opposite of me. So, take value from any guru and experiment, I say. He seems a genuine guy to me and doesn't try to sell you into some basic strategy. They all require testing, and he has never spoken about a one-size-fits-all solution whatsoever. Exactly, and thank you for that, because one of the major things that I'm saying in the channel is that I'm showing you all of these different strategies in order for you to see what is working in your ad account. By just seeing what is working in your ad account, then you can just adjust your strategies and see what fits for you. I'm trying to find all of these different things and not tell you that it's working as a blueprint, just because I believe that all these different ad accounts are different. They have different numbers, different KPIs, and there are different businesses in different niches with different competition. So it's just, I just don't like people that they just give you blueprints and they say this thing is working, blah, blah, because I feel like whoever is using blueprints is either lazy or he's not experienced enough to understand that this is something that is not going to work necessarily for his business. It's going to work only if he's lucky and the numbers are similar or whatever. The majority of people in this sub have no problem sticking their fist up Charlie T's arse to consume the 3-2 method. Same with that Nick guy. Many forget there's There's just stringing people along to grow their own account's reputation and get more clients by dangling the carrot. No comment on that. We don't wanna have more problems. I have said my opinion about other creators into different videos. I'm pretty okay with all of these things that are going to happen from now on, because right now my YouTube channel is becoming basically the second biggest Facebook ads YouTube channel in the world after Ben Heath. So I think that these things are going to continue, and it's totally fine. And to be honest with you, I'm going to read all of these things, and I'm just going to take I'm just trying to take whatever I have to take from each one of these comments, even if they're bad, and try to see how I can improve. At least Konstantinos answers directly questions in video. Thank you for that. Okay, so one thing that I think that it's differentiating the channel, or not one thing, several things. The reason that the channel has been created is because I always thought that why nobody is showing ad accounts. I couldn't understand it, okay? When I was trying to learn, okay, when I wasn't in a very good level and I was trying also to understand how it's working, nobody was showing ad accounts. In live video, Loom video, show ad accounts. Or if they show, they're going to just show one ad account for 1 month that it's suitable for them and all of that. They just show print screen, then maybe there is one channel which is actually showing print screens of Shopify store without showing a video of the whole Facebook ad account and how it scales and stuff. Because let me tell you a plot twist. Let's say, for example, that I'm doing right now, I'm a guy who wants to fraud people and just sell a course. I can do a dropshipping course right now, go to all of my legit clients, take print screens of their Shopify stores and just post them over there as dropshipping stores and start selling, okay? Or showing their ad accounts and stuff. There are so many ways for people to lie, and when you are not seeing videos, where you're not seeing data and all of that, then there is an issue when you're showing print screens, because this print screen can be from anywhere or from any, it can be from 2021. There are people talking right now about cost caps, and they show print screens from 2021 on aggressive way scaling with cost caps. Yes, I was doing that too then. It's not working anymore in that way with cost caps. And they just now show on Twitter some stupid print screens with a spend of 200. If this is your scaling, fine. We're in a different league. And I'm just talking about bigger scalings. But over here, having people not showing ad accounts and just talk in front of the camera, just on theory, without showing ad accounts, it's an issue. Especially when they're trying to go much deeper and they try to show that they're super technical without showing anything, while there are other channels that they just say that, okay, we're showing things for beginners and all of that, which I'm totally fine with. The only videos that people have in these channels, it's not about results and showing optimization. Nobody's talking about optimization. Are you doing an advanced plus with 10 ads and you're not even touching them? I just don't get it, all of these things. So this is why I created my YouTube channel. You have to understand also that I'm not in the public and having a YouTube channel for so many years as other people have, like Lana, like Professor, like Nick. They have their YouTube channels for much longer period. The fact that my YouTube channel is having more subscribers right now, it's showing that there was a gap in the market. There are not accounts that they're actually showing, there are not YouTube channels that they're actually showing ad accounts, optimization, different strategies and stuff, not talking only about theory. Don't do only how to do, for example, flexible ads or dynamic creative ads, a guide. Okay, this is going to serve some people, but what is happening after that? How is it going to be optimized? What kind of strategies are they going to use? What's the budget? How many ad sets? All of these things that are not being discussed, and we just talk about theory or how to do this and that and how to create this and that. And then the thing that he says here, I know it's really time consuming. Today, guys, I'm going to go to the beach at last for 5-6 days just to relax. Of course, I'm going to be still working, but I'm working every day in front of my PC with so many accounts and all of that. and I'm answering to all of your questions in all of the comments just because I'm not afraid of answering, or I don't have the need of hiding something from you so that you can buy a course of mine. I told you about the course, don't buy it. I have all of my information for free over here. If you want to buy the course, it's going to be so that you can go one step further, but you can be totally fine with all of my free content. Mentorship programs, it's only 5 spots. I'm not going to open more spots. It's not a massive thing. I'm just doing it because it helps me find more content and I like to teach. That's all the thing. So it says, at least Konstantinos answers direct questions in video comments and has often shown in actual accounts more than one, like you're suggesting. He's talking about one account in Reddit that he's talking about me. He's not talking about different other accounts that I'm actually showing results. I'm answering more than 40 accounts, so I'm showing results from several. But thank you for acknowledging the fact that, guys, since I created my YouTube channel, I'm answering all of the comments, and some of the comments, they just go another question, another question, another question, and in a very polite way and stuff, because you are the people that you have helped me scale my channel to this kind of, to so many subscribers, so I have to respect and give something back. Okay, and yes, there has been changes. Even in this podcast, we have the pattern for the other 50 because, you know, something has to be paid. And I never said that I do it just because this is a philanthropy. I do it because through that I have the chance of working with very good clients that they're finding me through YouTube. Simple as that. But just because I have a YouTube channel that is hitting almost 80k subs in the next days, it doesn't mean that I'm going to stop answering every single comment. Now, if we reach to the point that it's too much, which is not still, I don't know. And I'm even taking your questions from all of these videos, and I'm even answering all of these things into the podcast to even explain it further. The real answer is nobody expects you to know your product ad account data, and it's all experimentation unique to your business client, and any of these people trying to sell you that magical method is a charlatan, ironically using their own ad messaging strategies to hook you. I'm totally fine with this message. I think that it's completely true. Let's go to another one. I haven't personally tried Konstantinos related strategies, but it's smart to be cautious when you notice recommendations coming from a single account. I agree with your caution. It could be self-promotion. I agree. It looks like that. I'd suggest checking out his content yourself and comparing it with other reputable SEO sources. Always test strategies before fully committing to them in your work. Totally agree with you. I never said that all of my strategies are going to work everywhere. I just think that you should test all of these things, and I'm just trying to stimulate you and tell you about things that I have seen that they are working for me and that I find interesting. Next one. He's legit. Made 1 million plus online by himself. The old store. Czech wrote a book. True. Czech has a YouTube channel. Clients. This is the same guy that he was roasting Michael before. To cold calling, mail TM and harass as genuine business owner. Czech. Getting clients without needing to cold call. Yeah, I'm doing this in my YouTube channel. It's super obvious. I'm just doing it because people are reaching out to me for consulting calls and for managing their ads. Simple as that, okay? I'm not making a lot of money from the course because I'm not promoting it. Maybe the next year, just so you know, because I'm hiring one more video editor so that every video is going to have its own video editor, one video per week, so that we can increase the quality of the videos now that we're growing. The more we're growing, the more I'm going to give money to it. Yeah, and by the way, from YouTube, I'm just making, just so you know, I'm just making $500 from per month. This is what YouTube is paying me. It doesn't even cover one of the salaries of my employees. Okay, so don't think that just because I have 70k subs, I'm getting a lot of money. I don't. It's just a niche subject. The other thing is that I'm doing all of this because I like it, I enjoy it, And this is how it started. Now, it ended up being a very good lead generation source for me. And I really like it because I met a lot of good people through that, including Michael. Michael was one of the people that he has seen my videos 1.5 years ago, and he became my student, or not my student, he became my client because we were working with his own business that he was doing really well. We were spending 1 million or 1.4 million per month with ads with Michael. This is how Michael got trained in his own ad account, and then he became freelancer with his own businesses also and clients that he has. Yeah, for me, I've never had it. I make money from the mentorships, the people that they come, which is completely new thing, and I make money by managing accounts. From the book, for example, I might be making, because I have it in the cheapest price, I might be making $1 or $2 per sale. But it's selling every month, but not a lot. And from the YouTube, I make nothing. From the podcast, I made nothing. Yeah, it's just about me getting leads and working with other people, which is working pretty well. Next year, most probably, I'm going to make a new course, and most probably I'm going to promote it. It's going to be a heavily directed course into the, by the way, for all of you that you are wondering, whoever has access right now to the course, they're going to get the new course for free in the same access. And basically it's going to be a new course that is going to have Advantage Plus campaign mostly there, because in many accounts we're working there, and whoever has a new account or Advantage Plus doesn't work for them, they can refer to the previous course which has all of these older strategies, but the main thing it's going to be Advantage Plus and how it's treated. Is secretly just paying other people to monitor your ads? Check. Just joking. He's just running a business. Is running ads instinctively? Check. When I wake up, I have a plan, and all goes out of the window when working. I just do instinctively. I know when to zig and when to zag. I would rate him, though he ain't gonna show you his failures, only his wins. I don't think that this is accurate. Of course, in YouTube channels, you can understand that I cannot just go and show the other accounts that I have failed. Now, have I admitted that I failed in other accounts? 100%. There are cases that I admit. My average results, though, are better in terms of the accounts that I take. But there's also a twist to that. I'm not taking just any client. If there is someone who is a dropshipper that is coming to me and he has 1.41 ROAS, for example, and he wants 5, I'm not going to take him as a client because he has unrealistic expectations, and I'm not desperate for his money. I'm just making good money, and I'm just going to take good projects that I believe that I can help in. So the truth is that I do show some of my failures. For example, there are other accounts. I remember one video that I was showing that this ad account failed because, for example, it has 20 checkouts, and it has 20 checkouts, for example, and 1 purchase. Sorry, my cat wanted to intrude this video shooting. So what I was saying is that I was having, let's say 20 checkouts, for example, and 1 purchase, and I was showing in this video that this ad account failed because of this and that. Now, do I blame myself for this ad account? No, because it's not my funnel. And the second thing that you need to understand, guys, is that for a person like me who is working with 40 accounts, I have to protect myself. I cannot just blame myself and just treat myself like a very bad professional whenever I have a failure, because I have so many others. As I say to several of my students, YouTube is really different from other jobs, because you might have 40 good ad accounts and 1 bad, and you still are going to feel like you're not good and all of that. And the problem is that most of the times it's not your fault. It would be the funnel, the product and stuff. So yeah, I'm not going to show, I'm going to show wins and stuff and things that are working. This is why it looks like wins. But on the other hand, I'm showing also things that they didn't do well, so that I can teach you also through that. But yes, in a YouTube channel, I'm not just going to show you only my losses. I'm going to show you mostly my wins, and I'm going to show you mostly the things that are working. I think that it makes sense. I just want to say here that I never said that I never had losses or that I didn't fail in other accounts. Of course I had. Is he expensive? Yes. Worth it? Yes. I don't know if we have ever talked. I would love if you would send me a message and tell me who you are, because I don't remember. But yes, it's true. I'm expensive. I wouldn't say that I'm cheap as a service. I would 100% pay him to run my ads if I could afford it. I'm doing another strategy with my leads. I'm doing another strategy with my e-commerce dropshipping. If I had a brand, I would 100% follow his basic strategy. And the real truth is we need him, because I don't have access to 50 ad accounts, and we can't see the whole picture like him. So he's super helpful. Thank you for that. Plus, he's interesting, and if you ask him a question, he has common decency to answer it. You can't ask for much more than that. Thank you for that. I watched him all last year. He often only gets 200 views per video. That's not true. We average between 600 and 700 in the first 2-3 days, and then some of those peak to 2K and stuff. So there's just a core group of us that tune in. That's true. There are several people that I see on the comments that they comment all the time. Next one, we have Michael here. My opinion is irrelevant. You should listen for yourself, try some of his techniques, theories, and make your own opinion, and don't listen to anyone's opinion. Thank you for that. That's what you should do. All of the YouTube channels that they have different strategies for Facebook ads is just going to be stimulation for you and nothing more. You should test things and do the best thing for your business. You should not care about following blueprints, just care about testing things from others. Your opinion is what counts after following his content. Correct. I honestly don't trust any of these marketing types. Them trying to give so-called advice. Why? Why so negative? Trying to give so-called advice. We try to share our experiences by working with 40 accounts. If you have one account and you don't think that this is valuable, that's your issue. Is the marketing the sales in the first place? So it's rigged from the get-go. Why is it bad to market yourself? I don't think it is. Yes, maybe see what they have to say, but be super skeptical on all these types. I'm just trying to understand, what is your alternative? Because what is your alternative? How are you going to get ideas? Just your ideas. Either you will have to hire people, which is what we do also. So we do so in a public what we do with the people that they hire us. The other thing is that you will go to Reddit, that you also people share their experiences. So I don't think that you have an option rather than be inspired by people or what they are doing, so that you can test it for yourself. But yes, for sure, test it. I agree with you on that. First of all, beware that no strategy should be taken as the true one best strategy. Thank you for that. And even he says that. Yes, I do. I've been watching his videos for some time now, and he's the guy who explains all the different nuances of Meta platform and the different types of strategies out there without saying what you should or not use. That's up on you. Thank you for that. I like him because he explains it all, so you can have a clear idea of a portfolio of strategies you could use with your business and ad account singularities in mind. Always test everything for yourself. Also, the guy is humble and attentive to his subscribers, and anyone who asks him a question, that's a win. I like him. So I do understand that from all of these people that I don't know, that they say things that I really fight for. The thing that we don't have blueprints, and that you should follow your own strategies and create your own strategy eventually. I even have videos saying that. And the fact that I'm answering to all of you, because this is my character. I'm going to reply to all the people, to all the comments, just trying to help if I can, because sometimes there are people sending me print screens of these assets and stuff, and they tell me how I would optimize it. As you can understand, this is impossible. We have a very bad comment over here. Somebody says that I'm a fake guy. There's another people below that he's answering. And who's not fake other than you? Please share your mentor's name so we could all learn from him. I'm neither a mentor nor do I have a mentor. I have seen this guy's work. He used to freelance on Upwork and has destroyed a few businesses. You should never rely on one person to learn Facebook ads. You should never rely on one person to learn Facebook ads. I would love to know which businesses I destroyed on Upwork though, because if you go into my Upwork, you will see that I have only positive reviews. So the businesses that I have destroyed where are they? Yeah, that would be interesting to see. Did he destroy your business? So, and also, how do you know? Because he doesn't say that it's his business. Maybe he's a freelancer and he has listened from others that employed him that I have done something wrong with their account. I don't know. Did he destroy your business, or do you have the receipt of the previous business he had messed up? I would love to see it. He doesn't have a receipt, I guess, but maybe he has someone telling him something. I don't know. Yeah, I agree with you. With your entitled to stand on your opinion. However, opinion is just an opinion. I have in marketing field for so long. I have come to a realistic or one mentor Facebook ad strategy won't work to all the different niches in the market. Thank you guys for that. In this case, this just means his strategy did not work for the business. He had messed up. Maybe. Calling people fake when things don't go your way is very biased. What about all the other businesses that were successful and still successful and applicable under his mentorship or YouTube video guides? Said from experience, my business is going well because his videos are applicable and works for my DTC e-com business. However, I've tried strategies from big e-com YouTubers like Ben Heath, Verum.com, I don't know that. And I failed because my niche wasn't applicable to their winning strategy. Regardless, I'm sorry for all the business that failed under his guidance. Me too. You can ask all the sharks in e-commerce. Some are lucky with one single try, while many other e-commerce business sharks are successful after a lot of testing of Facebook ad strategy, products, etc. For example, you can have a winning product and still fail with a bad marketing. Or another analogy, you can sell Nike shoes, but you are running Facebook ads about kitchenware. Are Nike shoes not winning product? I don't think so. They are sold at 200, 1000, but Nike won't even be successful if they run ads about Tupperware. Lol, stop blaming people. I hope you get what I'm trying to say. All the best. Again, being cautious is very advisable. We all should be. I'm pretty cautious and don't take all the YouTube guru strategies lightly. First of all, I never said I'm a guru. I don't know why the name guru keeps coming. But calling people fake, I don't know, man. But yeah, I appreciate your opinion. I don't think that I'm fake at all. But yeah, thank you for the comment over here. Let me refresh to see if we had any other comment in the meanwhile. I don't think so. Yeah, that's all. I will put the link of this thing over here so that guys, you can go and you can check it. Let me send it to my employee over here to put it. And then we're going to continue with our podcast. So basically, what do we get out of that? We do see that there are some people that they call me fake. One person that called me fake because I have destroyed businesses on Upwork, while I have no bad reviews. And there are some other people that they're not just saying, yeah, he's a god, blah, blah, and all of that. They just go and they just say, for me, it's the truth. They just say that, hey, he's not talking about N1 blueprint strategy. He's saying that these are the things that I'm seeing on their accounts. You can test them, see if they're working for you. I'm not trying to sell you anything, a course or something. You cannot buy my course. I'm just giving everything for free on my videos. If you want to go deeper just because you have a lot of spend or you have a lot of clients, my mentorship programs and my course most probably are going to help you. That's what I'm saying. And the other thing is that I'm answering to all of the comments, and I'm even doing a podcast which I'm answering to all of the comments and trying to help people. And the last thing, I'm showing ad accounts. I'm having 40 to 50 ad accounts at a time. I'm showing all of these ad accounts, most of them, and I'm not even showing my really big ad accounts that are spending millions per month, because I don't think that you should learn from them. They have completely different handling from ad accounts that they have 100K, 200K, 300K, 400K spent. And here we're not to flex, but to help people and show strategies. I have showed in some of my recent videos, one of my 3.5 million per month ad account. I think it was in the yesterday's video, in the video that I uploaded with the average results, the previous one from this podcast. I have sold one of these ad accounts, but you're not going to see these ad accounts because I don't want you to learn from these ad accounts. I want you to learn from other ad accounts that they have smaller budgets and more people have this kind of ad accounts. The other ad accounts that they're spending millions, they're just a few ad accounts, and I don't think that people should learn from that, or people should come to me to hire me just because they have seen a 3 million ad account, because most probably it's not going to happen with their ad accounts. Anyway, guys, I think that's all with Reddit, and I put a link so that you can go, or you can say your opinion, guys, whatever you want. But that's the situation. I think that it's going to happen again and again from now on. And again, I think that the criticism to Michael was not okay, because he's just a friend of mine, and he's just gives me credit for things that he learned from me, and that's all. He's not promoting me or anything. He has his own clients. The leads that he's taking, it's his. I'm not working with him on anything. Anyway, let's go. Interesting thing. I would like to discuss with you about about one thing that I thought. So I was thinking, I really like Advanced Plus campaigns and they're working really well. So what should I do in order to do also retargeting with that? And one thing that I have done, which is pretty successful, is that I'm going and I'm using the cap of existing customers that you can see inside the campaign. There's a checkbox. If this checkbox is gray for you, that means that you have to go from the left sidebar to your advertisement settings and go to your Advanced Plus audiences. And over there, you're going to see engaged audience and buyers. In the buyers, in the second one, I want you to add the people who have purchased in the last 180 days from the website, or if you have one list from Klaviyo, or if you have maybe a list from Shopify, a CSV file, and you upload it, with all of the people who have purchased, only people who have purchased. Now, if you don't want to add the other ones, the above ones, the engaged, which is all about having people who view content, added to cart, engage with social media and stuff, it's totally fine. I have several accounts that I just added the people who are buying over there. When you do that, this option is going, by the way, in order for you to break down the results from the demographics to the audience segment, and be able to see how much is the percentage that my Advanced Plus is targeting with existing customers or engaged audience and stuff, you need to add also the engaged audience. Because I was breaking down demographics, and then I was using the audience segment in order to see how many people is actually Advanced Plus retargeting. Because yes, Advanced Plus is working better because it's actually having some retargeting. And I think it's common sense to think that it's starting from the retargeting and then it expands to the full potential reach, which is a broad audience for the country that you target. This is how it works, and we know that because if you break down the results initially, you will see that the percentage of the targeting over there, of the retargeting over there, is higher, and then it goes to something like 20 to 30%, so it doesn't go above that. Now, you can go there, and some people, they were saying initially when this budget cap thing of existing customers came, this box, that they would put 10%, for example, just to use a little bit. But I always thought that I didn't like that, because even on campaigns that people exclude past customers, unless if you have to, I liked, when we talk about businesses that they have repeated customers, I always like not to exclude people who purchased in the past, because I do believe that even if Meta is going to steal some of these sales, that's perfectly fine, because still it's going to be used as data. After iOS and after the problems that we have with the platform and the reporting and everything, I think that one major change was the fact that we were having less data. And this is why, guys, that before iOS, it was much easier to do Facebook ads, the results were better and all of that, just because Meta was actually optimizing with double the amount of data from what it's optimizing right now. And no, the solution is not triple whale and all of that, because they're just going to send the data into the pixel as offline events. The thing is this. if we had before 50 events to find more sales in an ad set, now we do have 20 or 30. And that's an issue that is not going to go away. And the problem is, of course, the iOS changes and the reporting. So Meta thought, okay, but how can I make this thing better? I'm going to start taking some of the sales of retargeting to my cold traffic ads. I think it's a very clever solution, and I totally believe that it's a good solution. They have introduced the Advanced Plus, and it's working really well because it was stealing some sales of retargeting initially, and then it was moving to broad targeting, expanding. Now, I was thinking of, okay, but retargeting, I don't want to do any retargeting because when I'm using Advantage Plus campaigns, I can see that some of my spend is going to retargeting. So what if I don't do any retargeting at all and do only Advanced Plus? Perfect. And then I said, but what if I want to do also retargeting without using any of the normal campaigns? So my solution was to do Advanced Plus campaigns, take my best creatives that I have seen from my cold traffic ads and do a 50% budget cap. The results across my accounts are crazy, across several of my accounts. I'm having results like normal average results of 2-3 ROAS, let's say, and with this campaign I'm having 5 or 6. So this is something that for sure I'm suggesting you to do. I call it Advantage Plus retargeting campaign because it is a retargeting. I don't consider it a cold traffic, but it starts with a 50% retargeting audience and then it expands to a full broad audience. So this is something that I'm testing heavily right now. It's doing pretty well. I want you also to test it because the initial results are very good. I wouldn't tell you to wait for more of my results. And I don't know when I'm going to make a video because all of my content is already video shooted up to September. So yeah, for sure test it, 50%. It's working really well. I know it's retargeting. Don't do crazy budgets with it, just do retargeting budgets with it. But yeah, it's giving much better ROAS and stuff, so I'm testing it across accounts and we will see in the future how we're going to exploit this more because I think it's a very valid idea. Maybe in some other accounts, for example, instead of having retargeting and an advanced plus campaign, just do that in order to keep training your pixels and all of that. But we will see that for sure. It's something which I think it's going to be a new thing that I'm going to be using in other accounts in order to have some better results or try to control them or try to train them and so on. We have a tweet over here. It says, say it with me, I will not reinvent the wheel, I will copy ad that works, I will use proven frameworks to make ads in boring ways, I will copy best ads of my competitor with a little twist of my own, if it's not performing, I'll try to create more ads of similar format. I have to say that I disagree with this. So for all of you that you know my daily loop theory, I think that this is the mindset that makes people. So when you go into e-commerce, if you are lazy, most probably you're not going to have good results. And yes, I believe that you should not reinvent the wheel. I believe that you should not copy your competition, though I think that you can get inspired by that and do your own thing. Because if you just use the same things and you copy it, of course here you say with your own twist, okay, with a little twist of your own. But just so you know, most people are going to take exactly what other people are doing and they're going to try to sell it and they're going to say, why are they selling and I'm not? Because you're not having the same funnel, the same pixel and the same many other things. Also because they have an established position with these creatives while you're starting right now. So I just think it's a little bit of a bad advice to say to people, just go and copy your competition and it's going to be successful. And it looks a little bit of drop shipping way of thinking. Next one. Because if it was that easy, there wouldn't be people flipping burgers. They will all be e-commerce store owners. Next one. Guys, I would just like to show you this product that I have seen in one newsletter. As you can see, it's just a shoe which is becoming then a slipper because you can just remove the white part on bottom. And I was thinking, how stupid product is this? if you wear this in Greece with the hot and all of that, most probably this is going to be the smelliest shoe in the world. And I just don't see the fit of this product, you know. Who is going to use that, you know, just wearing the same thing all over again at the house and stuff? The point is to go at your house, take off your shoes, let them breathe from a hot day that you were walking and stuff, and then wear your slippers or whatever, and don't do that. Anyway, I don't know. I just thought that it's such a stupid product. I just don't understand it. Okay, if you are bored of taking off your shoes and putting your shoes, I just don't get it. Yeah, let's go to the next one. We have here Meta pushing the, it says connect Google Analytics data to help drive improved campaign performance. I have also this message from Alexandru. Did anyone do this, show any improvements? It says here, setting up your third-party analytics integration takes only 5 to 10 minutes. Advertisers who share third-party analytics data experience a 22 average increase in meta-attributed conversion as measured by their third-party tools in 2023. Look what it says. 22% average increase in meta. By the way, when Meta wants to say something, they always do 22, 32. It's always 22 or something with 2 for some reason. And they said that they haven't seen better results within the Meta platform. They have seen from their third-party tools, and it was also a 2023 experiment, not even now. So I haven't done this, and I'm not going to do it until I see a lot of people talking about it. I just don't want to test it. I just don't believe it. On the other hand, it's better to have more data, okay, but I just don't believe it. Yeah. Next one. We have this from Barry Hot. It says, I spied on my mom while she stopped to buy something on her phone. What I witnessed was a stunning real-world e-com buying behavior, user experience, discounting, and marketing attribution. Guys, I cannot relate more. When I was with my mom, it was months ago, into the house, she was telling to me, hey, I want to buy this and that. And I was telling her, where did you see it? She says, here on Facebook. And she didn't realize that it was an advertisement. So she said, okay, let me see it. I will find it again. She was doing that. And then she got advertised by another store that was having something similar, not the same brand. Basically, it was let's say a pruning knife working with air for cutting olive oil branches. And she said, but I have seen this and it was one brand, and then she said, but yeah, look, this is the price and stuff. And then I realized that my mom or older people, they don't even understand that they are being advertised, that this is an advertisement from someone. They just think that someone is informing them about something, which is something that we are seeing all the day with other accounts that they are just selling to older people, and they are amazing clients and they are just buying whatever you sell them. It's a blessing to have another account which is working with people that they buy with, that they are 50 years old plus. Next one, let's go to this one. Hi there everyone. Recently I saw this optimization which Meta links your catalog with a normal video creative in a normal sales campaign, and I wanted to check with you if anyone already tested it and how it went. And basically she shows a picture that we have a video, and below we have some different creatives. This is something that I have seen recently. Yeah, this is something that I have seen Meta running tests with companies about it, giving some credit so that it can test it. The results were not so good, but on the other hand, I don't think that my logic here says that this is not a bad setting and most probably it's going to work. Now, the problem is the catalogs, just to be clear. If you were going to add on your own these things there, I think it would be better. On the other hand, catalogs are very strange and they're full of bugs, but they do work because they know what kind of items they can show to people. So I think that this thing over here, it worth testing. I cannot tell you if it's working, but I can tell you for sure that if I could see something like this with a catalog, of course I would be really careful of the catalog I'm using and if it's working properly and all of that. But for sure I would test it because I believe in this kind of structure on Meta. Next one, back to having no ad set level on Advanced Plus shopping campaigns. Exactly, guys. This is something that I have seen. Again, I have seen that recently more and more ad accounts, they are not having anymore the structure of having CBO and having many ad sets per Advanced Plus campaign, and we go back to the original. Why? Because it sucked. I used it and it sucked. I just changed it. I think that Advanced Plus should be an ABO campaign. It doesn't work very well as a CBO even when you use just one ad set. Also, this consolidation of campaign and ad set, I never understood why they did these changes because it was working, but I'm really happy that I see that in my end also more and more accounts are going back. Don't forget that, as we said in previous podcasts, the whole program of this Advantage Plus retouch from Meta, it's going to end at the end of July. This is when they said that all the changes are going to go across all of ad accounts. And the changes that they have announced is that you can target only men or only women, I think. For sure, different demographics. For example, you can target only one region and not the whole country. And of course, we have more than 8 Advanced Plus campaigns, which has been removed already by the start of the year, and we can do more Advanced Plus campaigns. It made sense. I think that as it stands now, it's going to be nice to have this structure again, and we will see how it goes. But for sure, I know that it failed because it failed for me and many others, and we were just using the old structure with the ABO. Next one. Hey Konstantinos, I was wondering if you had seen this update on any of your accounts. When I was doing broad no interest targeting in CBO or ABO campaign in the past, the reach in Australia was 19 to 22 million. Now it's down to 12 to 4.8 million. However, for Advanced Plus campaign, which essentially is broad no interest targeting, the reach is still 19 to 22 million. I'm curious, with Advanced Plus campaigns are suddenly reaching twice the audience compared to traditional CBO or ABO broad no interest campaign, which used to have the same audience size but are now 2x lower. Is this because Meta wants us to use Advanced Plus now and not CBO, ABO, broad, no interest targeting anymore? Your opinion on this would be greatly appreciated. Thank you. I have tested this and I have seen it. I haven't noticed it, so thank you very much for the comment. And that's why I like all of that, because it's a community that it's actually giving me information about things that I haven't noticed. Which is really valuable for me, actually. Okay, so I have seen a Netherlands account 6.6 to 7.1 million on normal campaign, 11.6 to 13.6 million to Advanced Plus campaign, Advanced Shopping campaign. The only difference that I can notice, now we can say that it's a bug, okay, and it can be fixed. This thing has happened with Meta several other times, but if it's not a bug, the only difference that I can notice is that in the normal campaign, it says just above, remember back in the day we could touch only people living in this location and stuff. Over there it says, reach people living in or recently in this location. So that's the only thing that I have seen different from there. Maybe on Advances we don't have that. And we have something else which is targeting more people. I don't really know. I think it's more of to me it looks like a bug, to be honest with you. I cannot just see any difference. I wouldn't say that Meta is trying to push us to do more Advanced Plus campaigns, because we already do. So I think it's a bug, but if it's not, we'll just have to monitor it and see, because I cannot see any different setting on these two things. Guys, that's all I had for you with all the questions. I think it's a huge podcast again. And we had all of this drama, sadly, with Reddit that we had to cover. And I hope that I explained all of your questions. We have some news and everything. And yeah, some interesting questions. And I will see you guys on the next one. This is the end of the first part of the Facebook Ads Breaking News podcast. If you don't want to miss the second half of the podcast, where I'm answering all the remaining questions of the week, visit my Patreon page following the link on the description. This was the Facebook Ads Breaking News podcast. Like it or not, it is what it is.